we go. Ty Thornley, what's up? MMA King, what's happening? Spartan, what's up? Jay Wolfie, what's going on? Steven Baker, how you doing? Rajdeep, how are you? All right. Yeah, did a live lift a handful of days ago, but you're right, the regularity for sure, Getting back into it. Today is a lower hypertrophy day. David, what's going on? Jenna, how you doing? Okay. In the UK, so good night. Good night, good sir. Alright, here we go. Cranking up some tunes to get in it. Possibly. Any day. When Jen cutting the hair? It's a good question. Still gotta figure out what we're gonna do to it. I'm looking at that post I put out. What's that?
We bring that up as soon as you're done.
Yeah.
Just start from that.
Yep, will do. How's she doing?
Fine.
Okay.
She's home.
Okay, cool. Long time no see. It has been a minute, that's for sure. Alright, here we go. Come on. Give me some music. Give me some music. How about this? See what this is like. Let's give this a shot. Never heard of them. No, not quite a man bun, but I have, yeah. I know how I feel about it. Nope. There we go. I know I like these folks. Alright, here we go. Jumping into this. Alright. Supersetting this next one. Jay Cook, what's up, man? That's the round table of people. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. My opinions on movies. Interesting. Appreciate you. All the way from Germany. What's up, Dominic? Programmer, what's up? supersetting starting now.
You gotta decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Listen, I feel bad watching you lift while I'm eating donuts. I had my shoulder and bicep cardio workout this morning. Yeah, man. We're all in different season stages. Eating different. Comparison is a thief of joy. I realize you mean that in a comical piece, though. Kylo, good to see you. It has been a minute. Is that Paul Childers? Can I see Paul Childers? All right. Little hypertrophy, Tristan, so a little quicker. Focusing on that contraction action. Dominic, yes. Build your own home gym starting soon. I would suggest this. You figure out the way you like to train, and then go bare minimum of what you absolutely need. Like, what do you absolutely need to make it happen? And buy once, cry once. So don't skimp out. There are some places you can, like, there's some places don't pay for name brand. Just like, like if it's something ridiculous like foam rollers or whatever, like, something substantial. Don't skimp out. Focus on what you actually need, because it's really easy to keep spinning. Focus on what you absolutely need. Get the bare minimum that you can like start working out with, and then add as you go. If money is an issue for sure. So, what do you really need? There's all sorts of stuff. I built this gym so it can be storable. I can park both cars in here. That was one of the biggest pieces for me. So there you go. could only have one piece of equipment, what would it be? I think it would be pull-up bar, kettlebells. You mean sit? So it depends on what type of training you want to do. If you just mean like, what would you need to be able to do any sort of workout? I mean, you could go as cheap as saying just getting pull-up bar or like some TRX bands, because then you can do back movements, and then the rest of it you can do body weight. First thing I got was barbell. It's so diverse in what you can do with it. And then, yeah, it just depends on how you want to train. Tristan, we have serious enough day, bring back Brick Experience 1. Don't put it past me. Oh, I see you. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not feeling it. I like him, just looking at me. I don't like it. There you go. Alright, last one. Hanging leg raise. Phone roll. Hanging this up. Warm. Match to be sponsored by JBL. This thing is awesome. So JBL Charge 3 thing is fantastic. Steve Baker, I love you back. Ali Khan, BTYE, 1000%. You know the video says Steve's lifting, but we all know the cooler he was going to come out. I mean, it's weighted. Technically, it's a form of lifting. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm skinny, and I've been training for about 4 months, and I've gained 16 pounds. Was just wondering what you recommend for the best workout for gaining size. Progressive overload's the biggie. I mean, ultimately you could weigh yourself down in a push-up and progress and build muscle, but I get what you're saying. As far as the bodybuilding world, the strength world, just classic weightlifting, then I'd be focusing on the core four, or the big three movements. Squat, bench, deadlift, and the core four is really military press. I mean, it's compound movements. You're literally using more muscles at one time. The more frequency you can hit it, the better. Yeah. Good for you though, and gaining 16 pounds, like yeah. The ab exercise really help abs or involve nutrition. It's about 80% nutrition. 85% nutrition. The only reason I do any abdominal work is just to strengthen my core for the deadlift. Yeah, like that's. I mean, it's just. Yes, I mean you can build the muscle more, just like you can a bicep and can show more. But if your nutrition isn't right, like I should show a little more right now, but my body fat percentage is a little bit higher. So yeah, hope that answers the question. Kevin, what are you certified through? I'm taking NASM. I love NASM. I think NASM's fantastic. I have a good friend who's very educated, and he is NASM. He actually teaches for NASM. I'm ACE certified. Say good, focus, whole foods nutrition, and core work. Honestly, I just focus on the nutrition first. Honestly. When anybody ever comes to me and says, how do I lose weight, how do I drop fat, how do I, any of the above, like it's nutrition first. What's the safest way to increase the deadlift? Practice, repetition, without a doubt. There are a few different methods. I won't pretend to know how to build like legit strength, like throwing hundreds of pounds on the bar. It's just not what I do. But there's like percentages and RPE and whatnot. Like those are the most common ways to do so. I'm actually doing something right now where I'm going unbelievably slow. Like I could definitely deadlift more, I could squat more, and I'm going unbelievably slow. I'm basically gonna go up like 5 pounds a month. Like I'm sticking to a weight with the intention of really building repetition, focusing on form, just not getting hurt, and but with the goal of still, increasing that weight. What's up, Mr. Matt Tavner in the house? What's up, man? I hope you're well. Gator, remember, they're dope, right? Hula hoop party workout today? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm down with the park. I can blast with the park for sure. You always listen to music while you work out, and I really like listening to podcasts while you do it, especially doing cardio. Most of the time I do not. I like music. It's because when I'm in here, I'm really focusing on this. It is rare that I'll listen to a podcast and focus on anything while I'm training. This is definitely my time. That's alright. I started working out, but didn't change my diet, so I didn't lose any weight when I decided to keep my diet strict for a month. I lost 1 pound this half. Yeah, you can lose weight just with nutrition. Just with nutrition, without a doubt. actually, that's it. Today's a quicker one. It's hypertrophy. It's not a lot of weight. Just focusing on getting supporting movements done for the strength days. And I'm gonna foam roll now. It's gonna be a good time to throw any questions you got, because I would like to dive in on real specific questions if you'd like. Fitness, whatever you want to speak on. I'd love to dive into some, really particular questions. Real specific questions. I am down. All right. Tristan, do you recommend tracking? Yes. Nutritional awareness. That is more important than eating the right things. Hands down. If you're talking about tracking nutrition, that yes. Then also tracking your actual training, that as well. You can't know where you've been or where you're going if you don't know where you're at currently. There's so many different people and websites saying so many different things about nutrition. Do you recommend whole foods 100% of the time, or if it fits your macros? Yeah, without a doubt. I do flexible nutrition. Flexible nutrition is the most sustainable thing. And if it's not sustainable, I don't give a damn about it. It's just how I am. Yeah. Callum, Matt, when you start training, I wrestled in high school, did like a little bit of weightlifting, but I didn't get serious about it until I was like 19. Yeah, so like 11 and a half years. Tell me this, do you offer strength training programs? So if you're talking about like moving weight up on the bar, like, legit RPE scales, percentages, let's power lift. No, I'm not. I don't have a strength and conditioning background. I wouldn't want to set you up for failure there. I'm definitely more of a general population, and I focus on the mental fitness aspect. I enjoy strength training, powerlifting, bodybuilding. I enjoy it. I get the most fulfillment of working with people when it comes from a mental fitness aspect. How to implement it into their life and realizing they don't have to eat nothing but broccoli and whatnot, and they don't have to be in a gym. So anyway, I think that answered the question. I enjoy working with a population that's focusing on whole body health. That makes sense. I'm trying to get a stronger back. I do pull-ups. Pretty good shape, but I struggle to keep my biceps from engaging, doing the work. Any tips? Talking about pull-ups. Obviously, there's going to be a certain amount of engagement that you can't avoid, but you're talking about pull-ups specifically. So you have to imagine your back. As ridiculous as that sounds, you have to imagine your latissimus dorsi, lats, and you have to intentionally pull with the back. I know that sounds ridiculous, but going all the way full extension is actually going to help engage the lats. So you see this retraction? So you can dead hang here, and then you can retract. You retract the scapulas. That right there, that little movement gives you the ability to focus on pulling the back as compared to just, there's the engagement, or just pulling straight up. It's so much more bicep. I hope that makes sense. Retracting those scapulas is big for the pull-up. Do you recommend tracking forever or learn from it and transition to intuitive eating? 1000%. Tracking forever is not sustainable, but a lot of people have zero idea what a single serving size is. Without that knowledge, you can't possibly learn as you go, if that makes sense. You have to have some sort of hardcore data to look at. Crashing Coyote. Any advice on when you hit your weight loss goal and want to focus on getting more toned rather than dropping pounds? So you hit your weight loss goal you want to focus on getting more tone rather than dropping pounds. I guess the question would be, what are you already doing? Sounds like you're probably focusing on your nutrition. So, what are you already doing? What's your current actual training regimen? Are you watching your nutrition? That would be a big piece. That would be a big piece to understand. What's the most accurate way to find how many calories I should eat? So, MyFitnessPal is huge. That's a good guesstimate start. It's very sustainable for a lot of people. Or a portion control guide. That's not as accurate as I've found some of these apps. And the more you can sort of cross them over. I actually have something. I should ask here. I've been putting something together for quite some time, and I've now refocused back on it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to call it the only basics. What am I calling it? The only basics a fitness beginner. The only basics a fitness beginner needs. It's basically it's covering mental fitness, nutrition, recovery, and training. All the basics that you need. And I'm actually including a lot of what we're talking about in here. Is that something y'all be interested in? I haven't finished it yet. I haven't started marketing it or whatever. The nutrition portion is actually going to be going to my 30-day full body group challenge folks for free. That's a big piece I'm working on right now. I'm pretty close to finishing it. I've been revamping and sort of piecing all my ideas together that I've learned over 11 and a half years. What's most accurate way to find my calories? Dante, I'm always sore when I do pull-ups. No other workout does it to me. Is that a sign of something? Will it ever go away? Anytime you are introducing new stimulus, you're gonna be sore. Being sore is not an indication of a good workout. I still get sore after 11 and a half years of training. So it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. If you are limited in your everyday activity from it, that's a different conversation. Zeus asked about workout recommendation for somebody with a bum knee. Joyful spirit. So it is highly, highly particular to the person. It depends on the actual injury itself and the recovery methods that you're doing. I would tell you this, to stay away from anything that actually causes pain. I'll be honest, it's very particular person to person. It's tough. Ty, you'd be interested in that. Tristan, you'd be interested in that. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. That means a lot. Yeah, it's something that I've wanted to put out for a long time, and I'm having to narrow a lot of things down right now. I have 4,500 words in the nutrition piece alone right now, and I still have a few things I gotta add. So I gotta narrow some things down. But that means a lot. I appreciate it. That's something that I've wanted to do because not everybody wants to use a trainer. They don't need me. They don't want my app. Like they don't want the group aspect of the training and all that. And I totally understand. So I want there to be like this piece that you can come and get and be on your way and just give you all the basics. I wish I had what I know now when I started. So yeah. Which one do you recommend me do if I struggle with nutrition but not workouts? Yeah, it sounds like you're good with your workouts. I always hit my workouts and do cardio 5 days a week. No problem. I love lifting. How do I control my nutrition? I'm serious right now. MyFitnessPal. I would download MyFitnessPal and don't focus on changing anything. Just start tracking for 1 week, just to see what you hit. I have a video on my channel called The Only 3 Concepts You Need of MyFitnessPal. Check it out. Run through it. Install the app. Just track for 1 week, and then you'll see. You'll have nutritional awareness after that. What I do not is, since I don't have a gym membership, but I've been lifting with equipment at home with dumbbells, elastic bands, I hit the heavy bag, run 1 mile a day. What I do not is, since, trying to see if that was a question, apologies. Assuming you're about to stop as I've just joined, good to see you, fella. Alex, I hope you're well, man. Yeah, I just finished up. I'm about to do a little foam rolling. Actually, let me bring this down a little more. Back. Knock it. There we go. Ibrahima, what's up? Hey, Matt. Now that I watch your channel, get a good number of fitness ads. I think a series of your fitness channel will react to fitness ads and call out their BS. Yeah, I know. Holden actually told me that. He's like, you really should be leaning into that. I don't like focusing on other people. I do understand the good of it, and Holden brought it up. He was like, some of these people are screwing other people off. Some of these fitness people are screwing people over. And that is the aspect that I can get behind. I'm just not big on drama. I don't know. I don't know. I sort of go back and forth with that. All right. Derek Benson, you just missed it, man. Yeah, I'm doing a little foam rolling right now, bro. Tristan, do you recommend cheat days or stick to tracking 7 days a week and incorporate something? I've done many different things, but I do not believe in eating clean 24/7. I think eating clean is crap. I think eating clean is impossible in today's time. Unless you just lived in the wilderness without access to any crap, it's ridiculous to say that you're going to abide by that. If you can answer the question, can I stick to this forever, then it's probably sustainable and good. But yeah, cheat days for sure. I no longer really have to have cheat days as I used to. It doesn't feel like a desperation piece anymore. It's sort of like when I feel like it. I can go months without it. I've just sort of intuitively learned how to eat. I sort of know how my body is when I'm craving certain things. Like, yeah. Do you recommend hula hooping to start to work out? I do not recommend that, simply because I have not done it yet. Well, come on, Matt. Ban in. Nailed it. How do you get rid of lower stomach fat? Can't spot reduce fat, meaning, if I had fat right here in my kneecap, I can't get rid of it solely here. It has to be throughout the whole body. So you're going to have to focus on the actual caloric intake. That's it. That's the biggie. I'm running and doing ab exercises, eating pretty well. See, so you're running and you're doing ab exercises. You have very particular pieces of your training, but pretty well, as far as your eating goes, tells me that you don't really have that nutritional awareness, which, no biggie, you can learn that. But that's what people focus on last. And mental fitness and nutrition are even more important than the training when it comes to long-term sustainability and health and really the goals that you want. The training, don't get me wrong, training is crucial. You can't build muscle the way you want to without the training, but nutrition, so many people slip on. Zeus Killer, it's weird to lose weight from eating more. Like going from 1 meal a day to 2, I'm actually losing more weight. No, it's not weird. Now, long term, it would be impossible as far as like just simply taking in more calories, depending on what your activity and your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. But no, I mean, it makes sense. Not to mention, Jesus, that feels good. Foam rolling my butt. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine maybe your activity is a little higher too. But imagine that's giving you some motivation to see that. What is your goal age to reach? I've really thought about it, to be honest with you. I mean, as long as I can possibly have, I guess, with quality. Watch the pizza vid to see if he eats clean. Yeah, no. I mean, pretty much eat what I want. I'm fortunate that I actually enjoy good food. I just don't like feeling like crap, That's really where my motivation comes from, is not wanting to feel like crap. You think jumping rope is better than running for cardio? Personally, I do. I can't stand running. Never liked it. Just don't like it. If you enjoy running, then jump rope is not better. In your opinion, it's subjective. I mean, jumping rope kicked my ass. That was tough. Running's no joke too. I mean, you run for 2 hours straight. That's no joke. But jump rope was, jeez, that's crazy. You think? I already answered that. You kept up the jump rope. Your form's really good there at the end. Chris, no, completely stopped. Completely stopped. Mike Smith, what stocks do you own? I really just do like index funds, Fortune 500, large cap stocks, and all the ones that everybody's in. I don't day trade. I don't pick stocks. Stocks are too emotional. Matt, what do you call a person who facts in private? A private tutor. I think he meant farts, and I like that. I like a good dad joke. I like the Wonder Woman twirl at the end of the city. It was unexpected. Yeah, me and you both. I didn't know about it until we were doing it. I boxed for years, so jump rope don't affect me like running does. It's all subjective, absolutely. Yeah, if you've been doing it for years, it's like not even difficult, you know. What socks do you own? Jenna buys them. I'm currently wearing Bombas socks. They're pretty good socks. I never focus on those detail pieces. She's much better about it than I am. Danny, what's up, Danny? How you doing? Smears? 3423. Just want to say I love the outlook you have in regards to mental health mixed with physical health. I shed 55 pounds in the last year and a half. And the mental component was a huge piece of that. Good for you. 55 pounds is no joke. If you don't have the mental fitness, you will not be able to stick to it. It's no shade to anybody, but it is. It's just the case. It is what it is. Do you play chess? I do not. I don't know how to play chess. I like tracking a while back and never can stick with it after a few days. Any advice, Tristan? It sounds like one of two things. You don't have a real reason as to why you're doing it. Because, you know, if you have a real reason to complete something, finish something, continue something, you don't need motivation. So it's a deep reason as to why. Or it's simply you're not a very analytical person and you hated it. You know, a portion control guide could help with that. Ooh, Jesus. That hurts. That hurts. Tyler Gillette in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing? What you doing in there? The amount of times I say try to be better than yesterday every day in my life is a problem. Do you sell those shirts? Yeah, I have all sorts of apparel. MattLaneFitness.com, or under any YouTube video you see, there's a Teespring store, but I have more on MattLaneFitness.com. Did the jump rope come out of the tree? It did come out of the tree. Will we see you practice the hula hoop? No, I'm going to be finishing up here soon. Just foam rolling these legs and getting back inside. Hey Matt, I do a lower body workout on Monday and Friday, upper body on Wednesday and Saturday. I run 1.5 miles, 1.5 to 2 every day, and I don't do a workout. Then Sunday's a rest day. Wait, Callum, were we talking earlier about going back? And I'm trying to remember what we were talking about. I apologize. I really like your videos, especially the morning vlogs. They're a lot of fun. I just set the camera up and we just go. Nothing's planned, nothing's scripted. It is what it is. Ooh, jeez. Best way to grow your YouTube channel: consistency. I mean, without it, consistency and passion. If growth is the byproduct for you, it will grow. If growth is the forefront of why you're doing it, it's not going to. Even with virality, I mean, it's not going to happen. Do you ship to the UK with your clothing? I do. It goes everywhere. Mike Smith, what happened to your podcast? It's still active. We have taken a step back. I am focusing on client coaching. I'm focusing on the YouTube channel. I'm focusing on something else that I'm working on. It's not done. We're still recording episodes. We're just not releasing them at this time. I had to step back on something, and for now that has to be it. Hey Matt, do you have any tips for how to perform certain exercises like the bench press? My form is good, but always get shoulder pain and stress. The info about this is all over the place. Yeah, true. I mean, it's extremely particular about what's going on with you. A lot of guys have very tight pecs, though, so I wonder what your recovery methods are looking like. That's big. You know, you could critique the form all you want, but if you're tight as hell, that's a biggie. If you don't recover as hard as you train, you are going to get injured. So I would be focusing on the recovery piece if you've been hunting the answers. Aaron the Man, Matt, thanks for the insight on the fitness stuff. Do you think lifting for a fast pace in a short time is better than medium pace over a long time? For example, a fast 45-minute lift versus a slower 70-minute lift. It's completely subjective, and also the goal depends on the goal. It's completely subjective and all on the goal. There are days where I have to lift faster due to time restraints. There are days that I love going slower because I'm able to focus and get the contraction. There are days that if I go faster and superset things, I feel a better contraction. There are days that if I go slower, I am less focused. It's completely subjective. If you're talking about simply from a caloric standpoint, burning more calories or building muscle, it's very vast, but the higher your heart rate stays, the better chance you have of actually burning fat, burning those calories and all that. Building muscle is a little bit more difficult to say than just hypertrophy. Depends on what you're focusing on. I changed my name, LOL, Eddie Crespo. You remember me? I do remember you. If not, it's cool stopping by here. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to remember your name now. Vito, what it is. Was going to ask anything about your ad. It seems pretty complete there. You're focusing on some heart health, doing the actual cardio pieces. If you enjoy it, that's huge. Sounds like you're focusing on the general pieces, which is good. You say you're training 1-2. Sounds like you're training 3 to 4 times a week. Strength training. Sounds great. I mean, unless you're preparing for something specific like powerlifting meet or bodybuilding. I mean that sounds great. Been very busy with work. Ooh, Lord, come back. Been very busy with work, but your positive thoughts has helped me gain a better mindset. It's all about perspective. I'm glad I can help with that. Appreciate all your hard work. Tanner, thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Well, what do you think to people like David Goggins, Jocko Willink? What do I think about them? I don't know. I don't really know them well. I've seen their content and whatnot. They're like the classic holy crap motivated type people, and you wonder how they keep the pace that they do. We don't see the other parts of their lives. We see the best pieces of them. But, if that's what their life is 24/7, more power to them because they're kicking ass. Matt, has your sleep gotten any better? I know you talked about it in a couple live streams. It's much better now. Yeah, much better. I appreciate your asking. Good memory. All right. I guess I will roll out of here. All right. That was good. I appreciate y'all slapping by. I appreciate the questions. I appreciate y'all also giving me feedback on that the book that I'm coming out with. Been developing it for quite some time, and the nutrition piece is just about done of it, and then the rest of it I'd say is about halfway done maybe. So to the 30-dayers and all of the challengers, you'll be seeing the nutrition piece coming soon. I'm very interested to see what you think about it. Question for you, Matt. Between the Avengers movies, Guardian of the Galaxies, and Iron Man 4, which would you be most interested in? Good question. Alright, I would say, Iron Man 4. Was that Iron Man 3 when they had all the different Iron Mans on that pier? Crap. Which one was that? I just remember liking the Avengers, them being together. So I'd probably lean on that due to my poor memory. But I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all sliding by. It means a lot. Can't wait to see you again. Thanks for sliding by. And Iron Man 4, when did that come out? How dare you, Long Matey? You know I don't know that answer. Alright, I'm out. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. I appreciate you sliding by. It means the absolute world.